This is a unique moment. Caitlin Clark did for the WNBA what Wayne Gretzky did for the NHL when he went to the LA Kings. It's okay. Take a victory lap. You don't have to go, oh my God, these people are mad or this person's mad.
Dan Patrick recently stirred up the sports world with his strong comments about the WNBA and critics of Caitlin Clark. The well-known journalist didn't hold back, questioning the negative reactions to Clark winning the Athlete of the Year award. Patrick has been a supporter of Caitlin from the start and has plenty of evidence to back it up. So why is the WNBA upset about Clark?
Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA. It's okay. It's okay to say that. You're not diminishing what the founding, fathers of the WNBA did. You're not. She's the Time Person of the Year.
Dan Patrick is stepping up and making waves beyond just sports talk. The legendary broadcaster recently went all in to defend Caitlin Clark, speaking out loud and clear in her favor. His support is a strong contrast to the backlash Clark has been facing. What's surprising is how quickly Clark's rise to fame has been. One moment, she's hitting three-pointers for Iowa, and the next, she's being hailed as the future of women's basketball. But with all that spotlight comes intense criticism, and Clark is certainly feeling the heat.
The new WNBA commissioner who suggested that the entire WNBA should have been on the cover of the Time magazine honor for Caitlin Clark, Marvin?
It was the owner of the Washington Mystics.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So I don't know who this person is, but felt like if you're going to celebrate the WNBA, why not celebrate it with everybody in the WNBA or some of the bigger stars and Caitlin Clark?
Let's discuss one of Caitlin Clark's recent critics, Sheila Johnson, co-owner of the Washington Mystics. Johnson hasn't been shy about speaking her mind. She's been saying things like, when you focus on one player, it creates bad feelings. She even suggested that the entire WNBA should have been recognized instead of Clark for the Athlete of the Year award. It almost feels like she's pushing for a participation trophy, doesn't it?
Put the whole WNBA on that cover and said, the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have. Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings.
Here's where things get interesting. Patrick isn't letting this go unnoticed. He's calling out the WNBA and all of Clark's critics, urging them to celebrate her success. As he puts it, it's okay, take a victory lap, the league won. Patrick is essentially encouraging the WNBA to embrace Clark's achievements instead of downplaying them original.
If you're Time's Person of the Year, it's not the People of the Year, it was a Person of the Year. Can't we just acknowledge Caitlin Clark changed the WNBA? That's it. It's okay. You want to throw in Angel Reese. You want to throw the memory of Cheryl Miller or Cynthia Cooper. Like, it's a win. It's a win. Stop making excuses for Caitlin Clark's greatness. And what she did something different than anybody else in the WNBA. The history of the WNBA with the way she plays.
Patrick's main point is clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just an amazing player, she's a game changer for the entire WNBA. But this isn't the end of the story. The controversy is just getting started. Clark's rise has sparked debates on everything from playing styles to privilege in sports. As these arguments intensify, one thing is certain. The WNBA is at a crossroads and Caitlin Clark is right in the middle of it all. Curious to learn more about how she's dividing the league.
League won. But every time we think there's a win, there's somebody who brings something else up. And it's unfortunate. It's like when Tiger joined the PGA Tour. Did we say, oh, Time's, man of the year? Well, you can't have Tiger on there. We have to have everybody on there.
Remember when it seemed like everyone in the WNBA was on the same page? Yeah, me neither. The situation with Caitlin Clark is revealing divisions that have been there all along. Some are celebrating her star power, while others are pushing back hard. So why does Clark's success seem to upset so many in the league? The truth is, the WNBA is more divided than ever. On one side, you have the veterans holding onto tradition and emphasizing the importance of paying dues and earning respect over the years. On the other, there's a new wave of players and fans eager to embrace a fresh style of basketball, one that Caitlin Clark has helped
more and more fans to this league, people that have maybe never watched the WNBA before, and it kind of takes your breath away at points.
What's crazy is that some WNBA veterans and owners are acting like Caitlin Clark's success is a personal insult. They're saying basketball should be about the team, not just one player. One even pointed out that people watch the game for the team, not just for an individual.
Difference between great players and phenomenons. No one ever said Caitlin Clark wasn't no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenons, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
We get it. There are plenty of talented players out there. And no, we're not talking about you, Angel. But honestly, is anyone else on Caitlin Clark's level right now? And does that mean we can't celebrate when one player truly stands out and makes a name for themselves?
I can describe it firsthand. Having played her 2 years in a row in the playoffs, she's a generational talent. She's a young lady that you just can't take your eyes off of when you watch her play. And I know all of Iowa is proud of her, as they should be. And when we played her in the playoffs this year, I said, thank goodness I don't have to see you anymore. And that's about as high a compliment as I could pay a young lady.
But wait, there's more. While some are throwing shade, Clark's teammates and younger players are all in her corner. Lexi Brown from the Los Angeles Sparks called out the critics, saying it's crazy to downplay Clark's impact when teams are moving games to bigger arenas because of her. Clark's Indiana Fever teammates are also celebrating her success. Lexa Hull is excited about the change Clark is bringing, and Alia Boston has been cheering her on. Even veteran Tamira Fagnall has shown support. Beyond her team, Clark's best friend, Kate Martin, has been a strong support system. Friends like Cameron Brink and Sabrina Ionescu have also voiced their admiration. Gabby Marshall and Jade Jones, Tyrese Halliburton's girlfriend, have even encouraged Clark to think about modeling. Unexpectedly, even Kim Mulkey, Angel Reese's former coach, praised Clark, showing how she's uniting the
Been a lot of great players in the WNBA. A lot of great players. This is different. We're celebrating this year. It was different. Has nothing to do with the past. It's just right now in front of us.
This wave of support isn't just about Clark's skills on the court. It's about what she represents for women's basketball. Her teammates and peers understand that her success is helping elevate the entire sport. They see the packed arenas, higher TV ratings, and growing merchandise sales. Clark isn't just winning games, she's winning hearts and changing the game for good.
Celebrate Shohei Ohtani. Are we doing, something to the founding fathers and Hank Aaron and Willie Mays and Pete Rose? No, it's right now. It's right in front of us. It's in the moment. Celebrate it.
So how does Dan Patrick respond to all of this? He's stepping in as a peacemaker, urging the WNBA to embrace Clark's impact instead of pushing back against it. But Patrick's not just calling for unity for the sake of it. He's pushing the league to see the bigger picture. He wants the WNBA to celebrate Clark's success, not because she's the only star, but because her rise can help elevate everyone in the league.
It drives me crazy that we keep, it's black, it's white, it's the new, it's the old, She brought eyeballs. That's all. You're flying charter jets.
But don't be fooled. This drama goes beyond basketball. It's about the future of women's sports, the challenges of diversity and representation, and how leagues adapt to change. The WNBA's response to Clark isn't just about one player. It's a test of how they'll handle the next big star and the ones that come after her.
Mystics, with the owner that was upset, she had the biggest crowd in the history of her franchise or any franchise at 21,000 last year for a home game against the Fever.